Let's be honest, we're all chasing the latest shiny metric in retail media. But sometimes the most powerful insights come from the basics that we keep coming back to month after month. In today's episode, I asked three brand side leaders about that one metric that isn't necessarily sexy or new, but is absolutely essential to how they run their business. You'll hear why one leader swears by tacos despite all the complexity of 1P vendor timing, how market share becomes your North Star when category competition is fierce, and why new to brand remains the ultimate discovery metric for driving trial purchases. These aren't the metrics you'll see trending on LinkedIn, but they're the ones that keep these leaders grounded in what actually moves the needle. Let's dive in. Good morning and welcome to the Retail Media Breakfast Club. I'm your host, Kiri Masters, and every weekday at 6 a.m. Eastern, I bring you candid and real discussions in the world of retail media and marketplaces in just 10 minutes. So bring your own cup of coffee and we'll get smarter about retail media together. Now let's hear from Luiz Antunes, National Account Manager E-commerce at Organica Health Products.
One metric that I need to return again and again, and it's not anything new, is the tacos, and I will explain why. We work with a budget for all the marketing spend on Amazon, PPC, DSP. We have a percentage of the revenue, and we are vendors on Amazon. So our revenue comes from Amazon orders that it has depends on logistics, etc. And when you have a event like, for example, Prime Day, orders come before, our spend came later. So if you look at this percentage, it won't work. So we have a calculation that check the difference between the Amazon POS, the Amazon revenue, and our shipments. And we look at the tacos because it brings a clear view of how we are tracking regarding our budget. For example, in Prime Day, our spend is going to be more, but the revenue is going to be more Amazon revenue. And that's more constantly, and we can track. That's why I look at that daily. However, right now, there are other metrics that we are looking, like new to the brand, because we are investing more upper funnel, also repeat orders purchase, subscribing number of subscribing save, lots of other metrics that are very interesting, but the tacos, it's mandatory.
Now let's hear from Danny Silverman, growth consultant at Silverstream Strategic Consulting.
Yeah, so I've been diving deep back into market share lately, and it's for me one of the original KPIs going all the way back through my entire career. And the reason why I love market share is especially right now with so much churn and change in the categories, whether or not you're winning or losing is not just about whether your sales are growing or profitability, but how you're doing relative to competition. And so for me, market share is one of those KPIs I think is just an absolute anchor, but in our space often gets neglected because of whether it's cost or accuracy around concerns around accuracy, whatever it might be. But I think it's an important one to have in your staple of KPIs.
Sure, you're crushing it on Amazon and Walmart, but what about Kroger, Instacart, and the fast-growing regional grocers? Acosta Group builds holistic media plans on real shopper behavior across all the US retailers that your brand cares about. From digital shelf to retail media to data analytics, Acosta Group offers end-to-end connected commerce all under one roof. Learn more at acosta.group and tell them Retail Media Breakfast Club sent you. That's ACOSTA.group. Now let's hear from Elizabeth Rivas, e-commerce marketplace director at AlgaCal.
Yeah, so one metric I keep coming back to and that really guides our strategy is a metric, it's all metrics around new to brand. So obviously it's not that flashy like ROAS, but for us it's really everything because like our mindset at AlgaCal is all about brand discovery. And when it comes to marketplaces, that is really the goal of that channel. So it's about how do we get people in the brand, get to know us, trust us, and choose us for their bone health solution. So rather than like focusing on ROAS or ACOS, when I work with my ad agency, we actually track month over month growth in new to brand customers. From there, we actually dig a little bit deeper using the Amazon tools, but also the AMC. So, for example, we now are looking into new to brands performance, but by ad type. So, like, which formats are actually bringing in new customers? Like, is it sponsored products, sponsored brands? If it's brands, is it static, like product collections, or is it video, or is it upper mid funnel, DSP? And that really helps us understand what types of creatives are more resonating with first-time shoppers and get them to engage with us. It really helps us with our planning.
Well, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Retail Media Breakfast Club. We meet here every day at 6 a.m. Eastern. So be sure to subscribe and get your daily dose of insights, trends, and hot takes in the world of retail media and marketplaces.